Upshur County Commission meeting to order for November 15th, 2018. We'll open with the moment of silent meditation and prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's see, the approval of minutes, we are going to wait for those for on the December 6th meeting. Moving on to the 905 appointment, we have a public hearing and meeting and second reading of suggested revisions to the Upshur County Safe Structures and Sites Ordinance, excluding the municipality of Buchanan, previously adopted on April 13, 2000. At 9:30, we have an appointment with Susie Hall on behalf of Presley Ridge, presentation of Lung Cancer Awareness Proclamation. We'll move on for items for discussion, action, or approval. 1, recommendation for the removal of Tammy L. Smith as the administrator by the fiduciary commissioner Dea Messiah Wright.
I'm going to ask you guys just put that off until December the 6th. I have not heard back from the Tammy Smith, and I apologize, but I haven't had time to reach out to her with the election. So I haven't verified that she received the certified mail yet. So
Okay.
we're gonna delay it.
Table until the 6th. Okay. I'll entertain a motion to table that.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. 2, approval of requests for bids, pest control services. All sealed bids must be received no later than 4 o'clock on December 5th, 2018. Sealed bids will be opened, reviewed, and read aloud by the Upshur County Commission at 9:15 a.m. on Thursday, December 6, 2018.
Your last pest control bid was accepted in 2015, and it was for 3 years. So this would be replacing that contract.
There's going to be another 3-year contract.
It will be renewable for up to 3 years, yes.
3 years. Okay, good.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. C3, approval of request for proposals for soil remediation services for the Upshur County Youth Camp Brownsfield cleanup project. All sealed bids must be received no later than 4 p.m. Tuesday, December 11, 2018. Sealed bids will be opened, reviewed, and read aloud by the Upshur County Commission at 9:15 on December 13, 2018. Entertain a motion to approve.
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Let's see. For your information, certain items may require discussion, action, and/or approval by the Commission. 1, West Virginia Department of West Virginia Department of Revenue, State Tax Department Assessors, substantial completion notification certification that Dusty Zigafus, Assessor of Upshur County, has complied with the assessor's additional duties and will receive additional compensation as provided in West Virginia Code 7-7-6B. 2, Upshur County building permits for October 2018. 3, project update for Upshur County Youth Camp Archery Range Project, prepared by Environmental Standards, dated November 2nd, 2018. 4, Upshur County E911 communication reports for October 2018. 5, newsletters and/or event notifications. 6, agendas and/or notice of meetings. 7, we have meeting minutes. 8, we have a list of all the meetings. 9, appointments needed or upcoming, which we don't have any. And then we have some tabled items that may require discussion, action, and/or approval by the Commission. I didn't know how are we looking at the approval of Upshur County addressing and mapping, building permit, floodplain coordination
We are working on revisions. I delivered revisions to the office yesterday, and we're going to do a final review, and we should have those on your agenda for approval on December 6th.
Okay, our next regular scheduled meeting for the Upshur County Commission will be December 6, 2018, at 9 a.m. Upshur County Courthouse Annex. The next two meetings on November 22nd, 2018, and November 29th, 2018 have been canceled. We have a 9 to 5. It's the second reading of suggested revisions to the Upshur County City Structures and Sites Ordinance excluding the municipality of Buchanan, previously adopted on April 13, 2000.
As previously discussed, a few of the revisions include defining compliance officer, adding methamphetamine clause, which is for structures tested for the presence of methamphetamine, define what a reasonable time is, and outline some condemnation procedures. And these were all suggested by Will Swan with K. Castro and Cheney after reviewing other counties' ordinances. The title is an ordinance regulating the repair, alteration, or improvement, whether vacating, enclosing, removal, or demolition, or any combination thereof, of any dwellings or other buildings unfit for human habitation due to dilapidation, defects increasing the hazard of fire, accidents or other calamities, lack of ventilation, lighting, or sanitary facilities, or any other conditions prevailing in any dwelling or building, whether used for human habitation or not, which would cause such dwellings or other buildings to be unsafe, unsanitary, dangerous, or detrimental to the public safety or welfare, whether the result of natural or man-made force or effect, and an ordinance regulating the removal and cleanup of any accumulation of refuse or debris, overgrown vegetation or toxic spillage or toxic seepage located on private lands which is deemed to be unsafe, unsanitary, dangerous, or detrimental to the public safety or welfare, whether the result of natural or man-made force or effect, and an ordinance designating an enforcement agency and fair and equitable rules of procedures and standards to guide the enforcement agency and its agents in conducting investigations hereunder, and an ordinance providing for fair and equitable rules of procedure for instituting and conducting hearings in such matters before the county commission, and the burden of proof to be met by the enforcement agency in the presentation of its evidence and the findings of fact, conclusions of law, and orders which may be made by the county commission, and an ordinance providing for various remedies for failure of the property owner or owners to comply with the orders of the county commission, an ordinance providing for an appeal of the decisions and orders of the county commission to the circuit court, and an ordinance providing for the county commission to enforce its orders by contracts with the independent contractors to make the ordered repairs, alterations, improvements, demolitions, removal, or cleanup, and an ordinance providing for the enforcement of county commission orders and contracts in circuit court, subjecting the property in question to a lien for the amount of the contractor's cost in carrying out the commission's orders and contract, together with any daily civil monetary penalty imposed, court costs, and a reasonable attorney's fee, and for the sale of the subject property to satisfy this lien. Should have revised the title.
That's a heck of a title. Okay, is there any public comment? Okay, gentlemen, you've heard the reading. Is there a motion?
You approve the amendment?
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Tabitha.
The proposed adoption will take place on December 6th.
Okay. Sounds good. Our next appointment will be at 9:30, and until then, we'll go ahead and just take care of some bills and people. Okay, it's 9:30, and we have a presentation from Susie Hall on behalf of Presley Ridge for Lung Cancer Awareness Proclamation. How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Okay.
Thank you for, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for taking the time to listen to me this morning. The weather's bad out. Before I start on this proclamation for November being Lung Cancer Awareness Month, I want to tell you why this is so important to me. As most of you know, I was here last week with foster care and adoption. That's my job, and I have a passion for that. This is Pet's home. When I was 21, my dad, when I was in high school, at the age of 18, I was getting ready to graduate. My dad was diagnosed with lung cancer, and they told me that he would not be able to see me graduate. Well, he made it through my graduation. 2 years he battled. I took him to his chemo radiation treatments. He had 72 chemo radiation treatments. I seen this man that he raised me from the age of 12 to 21. He was my hero. He was my best friend. And I seen my hero best friend just went from being the strongest man in the world to having to bathe him and help him get up. And so he passed away in 2003. I was 21. He was 55. So he was young. He was young to me. So that is why my passion for lung cancer is so touches home, because my sister was 12. So not only am I a big sibling, but I have to try to handle a 12-year-old of explaining to her what happened. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. It just happens. So that's why I'm proclaiming for Upshur County Commission to please recognize November 2018 as National Lung Cancer Awareness Month, because I'm not trying to take away from breast cancer awareness or colon cancer awareness, but lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer-related deaths in West Virginia, with the goal to increase national awareness and early prevention. That is my goal. It's not to take anything away. It's not to take any funding away. It's just to recognize that it is the leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the state of West Virginia, and that a lot of people get affected by it. I also would like to, West Virginia has a higher rate of lung cancer than the nation as a whole. Nearly 1 in 3 of all cancer deaths in West Virginia are from lung cancer. So again, it is leading cause in West Virginia, but it goes little recognized, little awareness. Lung cancer is the most frequently diagnosed cancer in men and women combined, with an average of 2,011 new cases diagnosed each year. So you take it being, it's not discriminating, I mean, it doesn't discriminate, men, women. And yes, the leading cause can be caused by smoking. A lot of people, first thing when I say is, my dad had lung cancer, they say, oh, did he smoke? Well, yeah, when he was young, but not when I was born. So I'm 36 now. Back when I was 21, that was 21 years that he didn't smoke. Lung cancer also can be caused by air pollution. A lot of people don't know that. There's also an invisible gas, it's called rade, that also can cause lung cancer as well. So it's not just smoking that's causing lung cancer, it's air pollution. It's an invisible gas that can be in your homes that's causing this. Also, I would like to ask for awareness. Early detection and treatment are crucial in the prevention and the slowing of lung cancer. Believe it or not, lung cancer can be cured. It can be stopped before it spreads, but a lot of times people don't recognize the symptoms or doesn't go and get help or not aware of the resources out there to help them. A lot of times, a pulmonologist, I work for a pulmonologist, a lot of times they can detect and help a patient with lung cancer or help them find out lung cancer. But a lot of times people don't know what even a pulmonologist is, which is a lung specialist. And then also, I would like through public awareness to minimize the devastating effects that lung cancer has on citizens. And what I mean by that, not so much awareness and prevention as far as people who have lung cancer or maybe having a family member with lung cancer. I would like to have the awareness for our children or adults that are having a parent that has lung cancer and seeing that, you know, this is my hero, and now it's, you know, there's people. Because my sister at 12 years old, it was hard. It was hard to explain to her what was going on, that this disease does not discriminate. And I would like to have that awareness, not just for kids, but for adults too, because a lot of times Adults is having a hard time with lung cancer and seeing their loved ones because it's not a fast cancer, it's a slow cancer. And you see them coughing, you see them coughing up blood, you see them chemo and radiation, they have to burn you from the inside out. My dad, when he went for chemo and radiation, he had blisters all over his back to where we had to bandage them because they had burned it inside out. I have a foster parent who had, he said, I'm lucky to be here. He had stage 4 lung cancer, and he was lucky enough to have surgery, and he is now walking. He said, I'm so lucky to be here. And he has 2 children. So I just would like for Upshur County Commission to recognize November as 2018 Lung Cancer Awareness Month. It doesn't have to be anything big. White ribbon is lung cancer. I try to each year raise money. I sold these shirts last year to raise money, and then I donate to Stonewall Jackson. I'm not sure about St. Joseph, what they do, but Stonewall Jackson has a cancer area where they actually have 31 bags, and they put things in there like soup and things for wigs if a woman loses her hair. Upshur, because when you're going through radiation and chemo, your body, you can't hardly eat, so Upshur really helps. So they make these cancer packets and they give them to the cancer patients. So all the money that I raised from the shirts last year, I donated to these cancer patients for these packets. So I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for no bells and whistles. I'm just asking for white ribbons be hung or cancer, lung cancer be more notified throughout Upshur County.
Can you read your proclamation?
Okay.
You don't want
This
to?
is my first one.
No, you're good. That was good.
Okay.
Statistics.
A proclamation of Upshur County Commission recognizing November 2018 as National Lung Cancer Awareness Month. Whereas lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer-related deaths in West Virginia with the goal to increase national awareness and early prevention. And whereas West Virginia has a higher rate of lung cancer than the nation as a whole. Nearly 1 in 3 of all cancer deaths in West Virginia are from lung cancer. Whereas lung cancer is the most frequent diagnosed cancer in men and women combined, with an average of 2,011 new cases diagnosed each year. Whereas awareness, early detection, and treatment are crucial in the prevention and the slowing of lung cancer. And whereas through public awareness to minimize the devastating effects lung cancer has on citizens. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Upshur County Commission that they hereby proclaim November 2018 as National Lung Cancer Awareness Month in Upshur County and encourage the residents of Upshur County to take preventative measures and awareness.
All heard the proclamation. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. Motion and a second. All those in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. You want to come up for a photo real quick?